Hello, my name is Brian Lopez, and my second presentation is on the Champions League, its new format. What is the Champions League? The Champions League, in short words, is basically the biggest European tournament for club football, at least in Europe. Top teams play top teams that qualified from each domestic league. So, teams from the Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, all of the and more. All of those they go into a tournament style um cup tournament, and they play to see who's the best club in Europe for that season. The most successful club has been Real Madrid, as they won last season and they have won 15 times before. So what and who cares? Many are concerned about this new format. They went from 32 teams to 36 teams. They also went from 6 games to 8 games. Although they will be making more money and there's more excitement, clubs, players, and fans worry about reasons such as physical and mental strains. They will get less recovery time due to this, and it can cause overlapping with domestic leagues, competitions, and international duties. Stakeholders involved. The Champions League has many stakeholders, including themselves, which they are the Union of European Football Associations, abbreviated as UEFA. Top football clubs like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern, City, Liverpool, some others, smaller clubs, domestic football leagues, fan supporters, broadcast media, sponsors, advertisers, player agents, and more. Everyone listed here is a stakeholder mainly due to the opportunity of financial growth, but also clubs and players want to have that title of being a Champions League winner. Being part of this obviously boosts financial growth because it is the biggest tournament, at least for clubs. They will be broadcasting more. Ticket sales will be more, cost more money as well, and they will get a lot of sponsorships. The literature review I got is from a source from ESPN. It was 2 weeks after the format of the new Champions League has started, and there has been many critiques from coming from fans about this. Something like, oh, it's uncompetitive, losses don't matter. It's a goal scored competition, too many games. Playing 8 teams is too much. Um, yeah, there was recently a game where Bayern won like nine to two against another team, so there's a lot of reasoning why it's uncompetitive. This is mainly due to the fact that top clubs are being guaranteed automatic positions instead of earning it. So that would just give big teams a chance to play against smaller clubs and get more wins. The first unethical reasoning is health and well-being. This is most one of the biggest concerns, probably my biggest concern too. Cause I am a fan of this. I do watch sometimes. Um, a lot of players are gonna get injured. They're being physically and mentally challenged to this. They're playing more games. Injury is gonna increase. The recovery time is gonna decrease. Stress and pressure is gonna increase. Work-life balance will decrease. This is due to playing more games, traveling more, not getting enough rest, and they won't be able to have a life where they will be with their family and friends. These two players over here, the one in the blue is named Roger. He just won the Ballon d'Or for the best player of the year. He just got injured towards ACL. Carvajal below him also towards ACL, and he just won the Champions League with Real Madrid last year. This is just an example of how players are getting injured, probably due to the fact that they're playing a lot of games. Social political considerations. Bigger clubs get bigger. Now that successful clubs are guaranteed positions or participation, the commercial interest will likely go to them, resulting in them making a lot more money. The impact on domestic leagues will take a hit from this because not only will because when they play in domestic leagues, not only are they playing to win the cup in their country, they're also winning for a spot. So now that they're getting automatic positions, it's gonna be a lot tougher for other teams to qualify. Fan reactions. Fans were also not too happy about this when it first came because it was seen as a commercial move rather than UEFA sticking with their values. Truth and veracity. Transparency. We'll talk about that. UEFA claims that this format was introduced to make games more exciting. But many argue that it's for the money because more games equal more broadcasting and money. Many claim that they're not transparent and prioritize financials over clubs, players, and domestic leagues. Honesty, UEFA has addressed concerns about the impact of games on more players, but they do say that they prioritize player welfare. Many do not believe this and will want to see the day where, oh, they don't want to see it, but when the day comes, because if they're gonna keep on playing like this, eventually a lot of players will get injured, and then they'll see how UEFA is gonna deal with it, what they will do. Integrity. Supporters of the clubs and each other feel that qualifying through domestic league results and not prior accomplishments is not genuine for the competition. It's not how it used to be, and it should not be like that. What the- Um, all right. Recommendations. Um, some recommendations that I recommend is to promote fairness and inclusivity. Give more opportunities for smaller clubs instead of prioritizing automatic spots for top clubs. They already have a lot of money. They have the best players. They have a greater chance of qualifying. Prioritize player welfare, and although they do say that, we'll see if they actually do. But they should for sure reduce the number of games, allowing them more rest. Because if you're considering Champions League, domestic leagues, tournaments, international duty, they're playing at least 2 to 3 games per week. It's a lot on players, and it's gonna catch up eventually. And then they should also consider fan engagement and experience. Allow fans to have some impact or at least interact with the board to see what the fans believe. Because I believe that fans probably will be more considerate towards the players because they'll want to see them do good. They want to see their favorite players, their favorite club perform at the top level, and if they see that they're playing useless games or games that are not needed, um, they won't want to see that. And the last page is a conclusion. Okay, there you go. In conclusion, due to the increased workload, players may experience burnout, and smaller clubs may find it harder to qualify. Suggestions would be to give player priorities first, their health. Encourage equitable revenue distribution for the tournament to be successful, and in the long run, they should just balance business interests and traditions, so that European football can stay for what it was meant to be in the first place. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.